All right, good afternoon, everybody. We decided to do a couple of videos today. If you go back, you'll see the one that we just done on our Grim Reaper just a little while ago. Now we're doing one on this one. I was originally going to wait to do the video on this truck until I got this truck all the way done. But man, at this point, it almost seems like it's never going to happen, and we've missed some good video opportunities for the truck.
Just all the things we've done to it,
Yeah,
and redone and redone.
Yeah, this truck right here, we got about a year ago, almost a year ago now. And when I got the truck, the guy that we got it from, he said that the only problem was it was leaking at the gasket between the transfer case and the transmission. And I was like, well, you know, that's possible. I've seen that happen before. But it was leaking so bad, you really couldn't tell. It was just pouring. So I get it home, we get it all cleaned up. That's when we noticed that the whole tail housing of the transmission is busted. The transfer case adapter is busted, and the whole back end of the transmission itself is busted, and there's a hunk that's wanting to fall out of it. So go to a junkyard, get a core transmission, and take it to my transmission guy. And he said, what do you want to do? I said, man, let's build this thing stage 2 as far as bands and as far as sprag and a few other things here and there. Let's just beef it up a little bit. So we built it, and while that was getting done, I was trying to trace down the exhaust leak, and I got to looking, and up here at the manifolds, there were 3 bolts broke off into the engine from the manifolds. And as tall as this truck sits, there's just no way I could get in there to get an ease out to it good, or to let alone even think about drilling them out, because they were all the way in the back. One on each side, both on each side were all the way in the back.
For reference, he is 6'3", and this is where he stands at this truck.
So I took the engine out, and we get the engine out, and I said, well, you know what? While we're here, might as well just go ahead and build the engine. So we called BTR, and I got a stage 2 truck Norris cam from them. That's the first time I've used that particular cam from BTR. And I do like that cam pretty good. I'll tell you more about it here in a second. But we done beehive springs, we done valve seats, we done billet molly push rods, we done new timing chain, new timing gears, Velcro gaskets all the way through. The bottom end looked top notch. It looked beautiful, so we did not touch the bottom end. The truck only has like 172,000 miles on it original. So we just didn't see a need to touch it, because the bottom end of these engines are just kind of bulletproof anyways. We get it all put back together, and had it tuned. We put maybe 100 miles on it. And all of a sudden we started losing gears. All of a sudden, quarter mile later, it just quit pulling all together. So we stopped and get out the truck and look, and there is transmission fluid pouring out from the truck once again. It had busted the transfer case adapter again, and leaked all the transmission fluid out and smoked the transmission before we knew what had happened. So I took the transmission back out again, and that's when I noticed, as I got to looking, then I'm going, what is going on that's causing this problem? Because everything was right. So that's when we get to looking around, and I noticed that the drive shaft had a big ding in it. And I guess probably U-joints went out in the past and they slung the drive shaft. It put a big ding in it, and just the wobble, the shake of it, is what busted the transmission adapter. That was kind of my fault for not catching that. You know, we knew that the truck had a little bit of a shake to it going down the road, but we also figured, I mean, it's sitting on these tires, and they're just a little bit choppy on the front, so we were chalking it up to it just being choppy mud tires, as we all know how they ride. But that's wasn't what it was. So took transmission back out, took it back to my transmission guy. I said, all right, we done all this last time. Let's do that again, but this time throw the best clutches you can throw at it too. So the thing's actually got a set of stage 3 clutches. It's stage 2 everything else. That transmission is, that's a good built transmission. We just put it back in just a few days ago, and we done torque braces. We done 2 torque braces on the transfer case to give it some extra support. And like I said, we done a new drive shaft, new U-joints, and crank it up, get ready to pull off, and we notice that our brakes are still funky. And one thing led to another. We've done master cylinder, we've done brake booster, we've done brand new brakes and rotors on the front. We put new drum brakes on the back. We went through the entire thing, and the brakes still aren't right. And what it's looking like it's boiling down to is going to be the ABS module, or hopefully some of the wiring with the ABS module. And we'll finally have that right. But after we do that, as you can see, we have a few things that we have to do. We have to get a new grill for it. This truck is actually an 05 GMC Sierra that has the 2500 HD, or the HD rather, cat eye front clip on it, hood and grill and lights. But it needs a new grill. We're gonna put new lights in it. The truck is currently sitting on 9 inches of lift and 37-inch tires. It really needs 40s the way it sits right now, I would think. But we have a few more things to do to it. The truck has a built rear end with it's a full mini spool locker and 410 gears. We're gonna redo the front end the same way. It needs new front axles. And when we put those in, we're just gonna go ahead and match the 410s in the front. I'll crank it up, I'll let y'all hear it. We have a pulley that just started squealing on it yesterday, and we have to get that straightened out. We have a little bit of interior work that we have to do here and there. The truck has been a ride. It has been a big ride. We were waiting until we got it done to do a video, but like I said, it's been so long into it, we figured we'd go ahead and start showing the truck and just everything that we've done to it and our journey with it. All right, we're gonna get it cranked up. See if I can get on up in here. It runs pretty good. We're just having a few issues, like I said, with the brakes still. We're going to end up completely redoing the exhaust on it. It still has a little bit of an exhaust leak up here. The exhaust was super jank when I got the truck. And I went ahead and I put my Flowmaster Super 10s up under it. And they sound pretty good. I like the way they sound. I think I'm going to keep the mufflers. But from headers back, I think we are going to end up doing X pipe and doing that through all the way out, and I think that'll work out good. And as you can see, that truck noise cam, it's a good cam. I do like it. You can tell it opens up quite a bit of power for the truck. If you're wanting something that's super choppy, super aggressive, it's not really the one for you. I did not want to go stupid big with this cam in this truck because you know, if you don't go too big, you can use this truck noise cam, and it's a good cam. It gives you plenty of power, and you do not have to, if you got a good tune, you got a person that can do you a really good tune on it, you do not have to use a stall torque converter. You can use a regular torque converter, which will save you quite a bit of money in the end. You can get cheap stall torque converters, but you know, if you want, once you step into the stall world, you want to use a really good one. So you know, the truck noise cam, it's really good. It's not super choppy. It's got a nice little thump to it. It's got a nice little thump to it, but it's not super choppy. But it opened up quite a bit of power for the truck. and it does sound good. Except we still got a few things to work out here and there on the truck. If you do want more power, I suggest that you check out BTR and you get that cam. If you don't want something that's just completely radical, you know, if you want something that's completely radical, like my big block step side, you know, they have that for you too. I actually don't think they do old school big block stuff though. They're mainly LS. My big block, that's comp. Y'all will be seeing it soon too. But like
we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We have so many projects. It's unreal. That's just of our own. And then we build trucks for other people. And I mean, we don't have enough time to work on our own stuff, is what it amounts to. But this truck, I do believe, is going to turn out to be pretty nice. It's been a lot of time and a lot of money, but I think it's going to turn out to be pretty nice.
We got pretty big plans for it.
Yep. I do believe it's going to go up in lift too before it's all said and done.
Trying to kill me.
I know we're going to take it to our paint guy, have our paint guy spray it. I got a cool color combination I think I got worked out for it. Do some interior work. We got to get a new headliner put in it. We'll get a couple of new front seats, and it'll turn out to be a nice truck. The truck was well taken care of for a long time, and just so happened, you know, last couple of years before it got to me, it went through a handful of young guys, and they just done all kinds of crap to it and janked it up. I mean, we have wiring. We've had a lot of wiring issues out of the truck. We've chased a lot of wiring down, which that's a lot of time. Wiring problems aren't usually expensive fixes, but they are time-consuming fixes, which for us is expensive because
yeah,
you know, our time.
Time is money.
You know, time is money, and I mean the brakes. Like I said, we had to completely go through them. Dude had a vice grip. He had a pair of vice grips just pinching off the brake line in the back. It wasn't even brakes hooked up to the back of it. It was pretty rigged from front to back, but it's taken us some time, and we're getting there on it. We're gonna get it right. We're going through it. We're fixing everything that other people messed up, and just maintenance that's needed to be done over time. And like I said, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all watching, and if y'all like it, please like it, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your horse, tell everybody. We appreciate it, and we'll see y'all next time.